The Terrible Two Go Wild. Prologue. Summer is different. Summer is strange. Time slows and drifts. Bees hover. Suspended over flowers, their bellies brushed gold. School is out. Days are long. The sun lingers in the sky, and when it sets, the sky glows for hours. It's an in-between time. You are no longer in the grade you finished last spring, and you are not yet in the grade you will start in the fall. There are no school days, no weekends. Monday is meaningless. One day slides gently into the next. It's hard to keep track. Days indoors, days outdoors, days down in your best friend's basement, searching for the seventh secret coin on desert world of that one video game. Sprinkler days, water balloon days, days memorizing the routines of the internet. The days trying all 43 flavors of ice cream at the ice cream parlor, and the days figuring out the perfect combination of flavor and cone. Sugar, cake, waffle, plain or chocolate chip. Swimming days, look up cheat codes for games you already beat. Days your best friend goes on vacation and you watch TV shows you've already seen because you don't want to do anything new till your best friend gets back. Days marking secret positions with the stuff from the pantry. Days your dad makes you go golfing. Days building a water slide park for ants. Days at the movie theater in air conditioning sucking soda through a licensed straw while things explode on a screen. In the fall, it will be dark and chilly, and you will look back and remember 50 different kinds of day. And it will be like you lived 50 different summers. This book is about a summer in the woods. Chapter 1. Ah, summer in Yanni Valley. Welcome, welcome. Smell the wildflowers blooming in the woods. Smell the cows who bend down hungry lips to tear those wildflowers from their stems, chewing them, swallowing them, and rearranging them up and down, to and fro, from mouth to stomach to mouth again, for hours and hours, till their petals, bristles, and stamens disintegrated in crud, which the cows finally discard. Sorry, that was disgusting, but hey, the flowers have nice names. Peace blossoms and thwindle, broom and lake, cowslips, hawthorn, ecoline, and of course heart ease, known as Johnny Jump Up or Lavin Iris or the Field Violet. If you read the first two books in the series, The Terrible Two and The Terrible Two Get Worse, you know that field violet is a special kind of flower. The field violet is a state flower. And if you know that, you probably know it's illegal to pick them. It's not like you sent to jail. Still, it's frowned upon. You could get in trouble. Of course, trouble never stopped these two, and it probably never will. That's a lot of violets. One of us smells like a turkey, said Miles. He's the one on the right. What? Said Niles. He's the other one, the one on the left. Like a turkey, said Miles. Like Thanksgiving dinner. One of us smells like Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, said Niles. Yeah, that's you. What? Said Miles. How do you know? It's me. Niles pointed to a couple of places on Miles's outfit. You're wearing starch and leeks. You rubbed that stuff on a turkey. You could have warned me, said Miles. I said just do violets. It's true. Miles has said that. Niles has said that. But early that morning when they were scattering flowers in the forest for camouflage, Miles thought it had been cool to have some variety. A little white, a couple of shades of purple. So he picked some leeks and some sage, and even some wild garlic. Now that he was belly down in a violet patch, breathing hard and baking in the midday sun, Miles was having regrets. When Miles had regrets, he tended to act like if he had no regrets. Well, I still think it looks good, said Miles. I even think it smells good, said Miles. I like turkey. Then what the heck are we arguing about? I didn't think we were arguing. You said I smell like a turkey. You said you smelled like a turkey, Niles said. Niles. I never said anything. How can you say that when you're saying something right now? They continued to argue about whatever they were arguing. Nearby, a branch broke. A boy cursed. Another boy laughed. Miles and Niles both shut their mouths. They buried their heads in the flowers, so they bended in with the field, which was a little hill overlooked a circle of trees. Miles and Niles crawled forward and took up a post behind a big piece of granite. From there they could spy on the grove. There was trash in the grove. Crushed cans and magazines torn in half. A crumpled sweatshirt sinking into a mud puddle. An old knife stuck out for a stamp. Cruddy painted signs were nailed into tree trunks. The voices in the woods grew louder. Someone delivered the punchline to a bad joke. A rude song was sung badly. And then 3 boys burst into the clearing, cackling, shoving, and kicking. Papa Company. 2 of the boys were hard to tell apart. They were identical olive drab pants and identical olive drab t-shirts with little identical olive-sized caps smashed into their identical heads. They were identical twins. Miles and Niles kept their eye on the 3rd boy, the tallest boy, the biggest boy. The boy was swinging a rusty cage with his left arm. This boy wore a bunch of heavy military pedals pinned to his t-shirt. The decorations pulled his collar down from his neck and made the whole skirt sag. He looked ridiculous, but the rest of the Papa Company, all 2 of them, didn't think so. His medals demanded respect. They were symbols of power. They had been purchased for $3 at a thrift store in downtown Yanni Valley. The leader of Papa Company hung a cage from a low branch at the edge of the clearing. It rattled and shook. The cage had something inside it. The thing inside it shrieked. Up at the rock, Miles craned his head toward and squinted. He wanted to see what was in the cage. A dark shape flittered around and banged against the metal. The members of Papa Company gathered around and laughed. One poked a stick through the bars. There were more shrieking, some chattering, and a few clicks. Niles put a hand on his friend's shoulder. What is it? I think, whispered Miles. I think it's a squirrel. Dumb squirrel, said the boy down in the grove. Yep, it's a squirrel, said Miles. The leader of Papa Company got bored with the squirrel. He crossed the clearing, pulled the knife from the stump, and plunged it back into the stump. This was some kind of signal. The other 2 boys got quiet. The leader pointed to one of them. Raise the flag, Dugout. Yes, sir, Mayor Barkin, sir, said Dugout, whose real name was Daniel. Good, said Major Barkin, whose real name was Josh Barkin. If you read the first 2 books in the series, you probably figured that out. Dugout removed the folded flag from his backpack. Papa Company watched solemnly as he climbed a big oak tree, unfurled the flag, and dropped it over a big doe. The flag showed the white skeleton of a rattlesnake on an all-black field. Up in the hiding place among the violets, Miles grinned at Niles and made two fingers in the air. Niles grinned back and touched his fingertips to his friends. Now, if you read the first two books in the series, you know what's going to happen next. And if you hadn't, here's the deal. Josh Barkin and his crew are about to get pranked.